how can we defend ourselves from our mind? Our mind often attacks us internally by belittling us. Whenever we try to do anything ambitious, the mind says, you are nothing. You count for nothing. Whatever you do will amount to nothing. Who do you think you are to even attempt something this big? Such discouraging of the mind can choke our spiritual growth too. Because to go on a spiritual path, we need some basic self-confidence that we can choose the right path and that we can pursue that path. But if we cave into the mind, it will make us worthless materially and spiritually. How can we protect ourselves from our mind's attacks? More important than countering its many specific misconceptions is countering its fundamental misconception about who we essentially are. We need to use our intelligence to define ourselves properly. Yes, we are in one sense insignificant, yet in another sense we are significant because we are parts of the all-attractive, all-powerful Supreme Krishna. And He considers us such precious parts that He accompanies each one of us in our hearts as the indwelling super soul. He wants us to use whatever abilities we have given Him in a mood of service to Him for doing good in this world. The Bhagavad Gita urges Arjuna to arise and conquer, guaranteeing him divine help in taking down his enemies. We all have a divine destiny to fulfill, and our mind obstructs us in the fulfillment of that divine destiny. As long as we let our mind define us, it will obstruct us in fulfilling our destiny. Sometimes by deflating us, by making us believe that we are worthless, and sometimes by artificially inflating us, by making us believe that we are glorious, and thus filling us with the illusions of grandiosity. However, if we study the Bhagavad Gita regularly and let its wisdom equip our intelligence, then we will understand that we, as parts of Krishna, we all have the opportunity, the responsibility, and we will be given the ability and the energy to play our parts. In Krishna's eyes, our existence matters, our endeavors matters, our self-expression matters. With this devotional self-understanding, we can confidently make our contribution and evolve toward developing an enduring, fulfilling connection with our Lord. Once we are firmly established in our relationship with the Lord, then our mind can trouble us no more. As the Gita 6:7 confirms, Chitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahitah shitoshna sukha dukkheshu dhamanaapamanayo. Therefore, to conquer the mind, defend ourselves from the mind, we need to ensure that it doesn't define us, but rather we use our intelligence to define ourselves.